is just fantastic.
Captain's log, subdates 2508 to 8.pi. I've changed all the locks to all the vital systems and will be running a security drill over the weekend, as they're all going to fail, and as a suitable punishment, I've got brand new 1.21 gigawatt anal rods to insert in Ensign Bork. If you hear screaming, you know why. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Yesterday, some of you may have seen a short I put out on this channel. It's also unlikely, much like the videos of late, because we're in a bit of a slump. But I'm going to paraphrase here what happened. I got a warning from YouTube for TOS violation child endangerment after I went through messages between Destiny and Willie Mac. Okay, the video was reviewed in a time less than the video is long, even if you sped it up to the maximum amount allotted by YouTube's playback speed thingy. Yeah, that. Totally not AI, and YouTube on Twitter, Team YouTube especially, did not reply to me no matter how many times I tried to get their attention. My dear friend Cog did reach out with some customer support stuff, but by that point, I'd already given up. Thank you, Cog. We are going to have to try and go back to basics a little, because I've noticed viewership has gone down quite a lot. And I'm not going to e-beg it up and say, oh guys, please, no. This is my full-time job, and it is my duty, as it is my full-time job, to try and make the best content I can produce with my own limitations, that is, right? So I'm going to do a response video today to a lolcow, Wings of Redemption. Obviously, he's on the thumbnail because he tickles me to no end. If people don't watch it, fine. I won't cover Wings again, that's alright. A lesson is learned. Perhaps certain discussions with Hassan, Ethan, iDubbbz has run its course, and perhaps it's haram to talk about Destiny. How would I know? I know I've had more complaints of late because of the increased amount of streaming, which some of you might not know. The only reason I've done more of that is because my viewership has nosedived so badly I couldn't afford to pay my bills on what I earned from YouTube AdSense alone, which means to an extent I'm beholden to the generosity of my audience that do code to those live streams, which is diminished more by the fact I turn mid-roll ads off because they're taking the piss with those. So if you do hear this and have gotten this far before we've even gotten into the video, may I just say thank you to those who are still here, watching, liking, commenting, disliking, commenting as well, of course, sharing the video. It means the world to me. This is, as I've said, my full-time job. Yes, I have work away from this, but this is the one I enjoy the most. And I'm not going to stop making videos, no matter how much it disheartens me, because my ego has to be bruised every so often. It has to be for me to get better, or to be better. I've rambled too long. So recently I saw a compilation of a recent stream of Wings of Redemption, and I will admit, I laughed far too hard at it. So what I thought we'd do is go through some of those clips and perhaps offer some constructive criticism and guidance in the most English patronizing, condescending way we can possibly manage.
God damn it, man. I'm 2 and 4 instantly. Dude, how are these guys getting right into our spawn? This is what I've been playing in with this shit gun. Just stressful, skill-based matchmaking, alt lobbies.
For those who don't know, Wings of Redemption loves himself a little FPS action. He has done so for years. His preferred mode of game style, though, is, well, sedentary. He's very good when he's got the scope, he's not so good when he's not on the scope. But that doesn't mean he's great on it. It just means it's where he excels. He is renowned for his Ragequit moments, he's renowned for blaming everything but his own ineptitude. My view when it comes to playing FPS games, if you want to stream it and be good at it, you have to commit more than he's willing to. And as we get older, our reflexes, well, they need more work to be sharp. His were never sharp to begin with, but he's still a good player, certainly better than I am, but his limitations in that respect of not being very good at running around and killing is why he's so entertaining and why people gravitate towards his content. Because they know they'll get a reaction, all they have to do is bait him out. Once he starts blaming, there's the crack in the armor.
God damn it, man!
Bro.
Not intended as a dig, I promise you that. But as you can tell, Wings is not good when it comes to that kind of attack on him. That's certainly what I've gotten from the, well, I'd say 4 streams I watched of his recently, where he didn't do so well in this COD environment. Although there are many problems with COD, typically it gets hacked within the first day, and I've rarely encountered a COD server where they've bothered to actually fix the issue. Because why do that when cheating can be allowed to exist? But am I right, guys? Get good, scrub. That still resonates, right? Yeah, of course it does. Get good, scrub. Now, a bad craftsman blames his tools. I want that to be foreshadowing for the next comment Wings makes.
This gun is damn near worthless, man. These guys are just running at us, so be careful, guys. Just running. Just kind of slow it down. Lay in the ground if you got to.
Let them push up. That's what I'm
Like I need people in this house because the shadow guy just sneaks up on me every time. We got to control the house a little bit.
I hate teamwork. Team-based games where you got to rely on everyone. Hope that you're all roughly of the similar skill level. Apparently, in this team, Wings is the point guy, the sniper. Yet he's been sniped himself. It's a bit, yeah. If your first thought is to set up position and expect your team to do the rest to protect you while you do your duty, chances are you haven't cleared the house or paid enough attention to secure the place before you'd start taking your long shots, your fabled, your patent signature move, finishing maneuver, long shot.
Oh my god, he's pushing right side.
Dog!
What? How do you kill us?
I got the Jeep.
Oh, I'm getting shots from nowhere.
Yeah, we need to start getting that.
Can we get in the house, dudes?
Yeah.
Well, if in doubt, rage quit out. One must protect one's ego, their pride, to the bestest of their abilities. When you play these games, the level of frustration I've noticed is, quite frankly, scrumptious. And that's not because of me, because I don't play them. I know I'd get annoyed. I suck at these games. Well, I don't suck. I'm just not a natural. Let's go with that. Wings isn't either. But annoyingly for Wings, he's in this rather odd predicament. He's really known for the COD stuff, these kind of shooting games, but his style of gameplay doesn't resonate. So when he tries to do what undid him against Syndicate by running around, he gets undone. He doesn't have the reflex, and he doesn't have the ability to see enough to see an enemy stood on the other side of a door frame. He came out of the door and went right, he didn't look left first. Because of that, he will never do things like I do. I do the more casual games, because I want to have a lovely chat, and I want to just relax a bit. Times are stressful, okay? I'd recommend him Euro Truck. I reckon he'd enjoy himself.
It's not even the spawns are wild. It's that everybody's just is just laying down where they spawn at, and nobody's taking any line of sight.
Yeah. They were just running down the middle, dude.
They were running straight down the middle with shadow and just donking on us.
Yeah, we need some sort of map control there.
Give it time, Wings will pay attention to his chat. When he does, because these games are harder to read chat when you're immersed. When you're in between games or you've rage quit one, well, they like to stick it on him, and he doesn't like it. Also, he's actually right about the whole, line of sight thing, but that's only if you intend to stay in one place. If they're running down the middle, it tells you that you can't play defense against a team that will just play offense. There is a skill level disparity.
Dude,
Yeah, that was...
don't. No, matter of fact, ban anybody criticize me. Use this gun I'm using. Use it. It's terrible.
You're right.
This gun is so dog.
While it is possible, the pew-pew he is using in that game is terrible. Based on what we saw of how he reacted when presented with an enemy who already had him in line of sight, he floundered under pressure. That's the problem. It is very much a gamer skill issue because you're not very good up close. You never have been. One of the complaints I've removed from this was another player in your group saying, I prefer larger maps, not smaller ones. Call of Duty kind of excels with smaller maps. Can we go back to the days of Black Ops 1 and 2? Those maps were fun. Didn't care for the spawn camping, but I did get to use a crossbow and napalm.
I've changed like the attachments 15 times at this point, trying to make this thing work.
Yeah, let's go.
It like assault rifles are better than it close range, and it's supposed to be the best close range SMG.
Shouldn't be able to...
No, like look.
I did look. You weren't on target. I assume we all saw the same thing, right? He was shooting over the guy's shoulder. That's not on target unless your sight is off.
Look how many shots it takes to kill that dude. Look how many shots. It took the entire magazine. Like, I haven't switched off this gun because I always in my head I can feel like I can make any gun in Call of Duty history work. God damn it, dude. Like, I can't find motherfuckers, but if I go to look at a scoreboard, good lord.
A bad craftsman blames his tools. I said it earlier and I will reapply it here. A lot of the shooting he has done involved him setting up a shot, instead of simply just pulling the trigger and hoping for the best. One of the reasons people love to watch Wings so much is because when he dies over and over again, people get to have their fun in the knowledge he's going to start banning them, he's going to be very ungrateful towards them. When they point out some will undoubtedly have constructive criticism, he will take it as hate. He gets aggressive, angry, he rage quits, he molds. It's a part of the Wings of Redemption experience that if you ever get to be on the receiving end of, is a bit of a rite of passage. Certainly within his community anyway.
Well, we got midfield control.
Sorry.
Is everybody not running UAV? We're up by 20 kills and no UAVs have came out.
Let's go. A small part of me is wondering if he can get his hands on an Uzi so he can enjoy this game as much as he enjoyed the first one. If not, I hear you can do one with paper mache. Maybe make a controller out of one. That will totally help you with your horrendous aim and your very slow to trigger hand. I would argue your hand is slower to react than your head is, because when you see an enemy, they get you. When your chat gets you, your head gets them. How does it feel to operate in a game where you really do need to have fast reflexes, when your reflex pace is akin to that of a sedated snail?
Why do I leave? Because I'm struggling to find people. I'm barely going 1 for 1, and then I'm hitting landmines. I'm literally running from one side of the map to the next, and I just can't find people.
It's times like this where I'm grateful the Uzi was semi-accurate in Worms, a game I'm sure you'd also not do so well in. I bet you relied far too much on the concrete donkey as opposed to the holy hand grenade of Antioch. Additionally, I do start to wonder from time to time if you ever have any regrets about getting yeeted from Lolcow Live as a presenter, podcaster, whatever it was that you were on that channel for as long as you were there, which was longer than I expected, I'll give you that. I guess it was easier for you to pass unnoticed when Boogie was the centre of attention with that medical lie, and that tattoo fail, of course.
Ban raiders, please.
Run away.
I thought I'd let that play out a little longer, because if you notice what readers wrote, it wasn't anything remotely contentious, more of a, knowing you will delete your stream so the VOD isn't there, so your unblemished record is not in some kind of way kept for posterity's sake, even though a lot of your content is invariably re-uploaded to Breaking Banquet and other such channels that clip you to high hell because, hunele, you silly. And it's amusing as well because the screen recording of your stream is one thing, but also screen recording the chat to make sure that if you do delete it, it exists as well. I think it's one of the dumbest things as a game streamer to delete or remove people from your chat because they're giving you stick for the game you play and how bad you are at it and your inevitable response to that. All engagement is good, and it's easier to ignore the negative if you don't have as much of an ego.
Doesn't matter.
Attaboy's face.
Raiders was
I'll take care of most.
Raiders donated $10 one time. You got to donate $10 every time you want to insult me.
Attaboy's face, man.
Every time. It's not like you donate once and you get to insult me the rest of the stream. Every insult has to be $10.
Hold up. Are you saying we content creators, we streamers can put insults behind a paywall when the chat is open and free for all to use and say whatever they like provided it doesn't violate TOS? But to be given the right within the realm, the kingdom of Wings, bingo, Wings, to insult you, you have to pay $10 to do it. With the character limit for that, I wouldn't get my money's worth. We English are quite creative, and we do take great pride in insulting people. So on the house, may you have this insult for free. You look like what a burger nipple should taste like.
No!
This guy.
There's like going.
No, this. How could I?
Surely in Wings' head, from time to time he wants to go and see how the other side lives their life. Take for example the person that basically ruined his career, turned him into even more of a lolcow than he already was, Syndicate, who doesn't really use the Syndicate YouTube channel that much these days, but is incredibly active on the Life of Tom channel, where he usually gets a minimum 100,000 views per video, and he uploads many videos a week. He does very well for himself. He has a wife, he has a child, none of which I'm going to show in this video, but he's a happy chappy. Do you sometimes wish you had this life, Wings? Because man, you're a miserable git. Now I could sit here and watch him getting shot over and over again and getting more and more irate, banning more people in his chat because he does in this one particular stream, getting more frustrated at the lack of support, the lack of teamwork, his team being inept, it's all his team's fault, the terribleness of the gun, the pew-pew. But as this is a litmus test to try and get back into the swing of making videos a bit more, I don't know how to say better without saying better, or try and be a better creator, let's go with that. I'm going to end it here. With Wings, I'd love to know what you would like to say to him to help him be a better gamer. When it comes to COD, I do think he needs to play a lot more offline, if available. Just do the campaign over and over again, get more acclimated without being thrown into the deep end all the time. Learn to use those weapons properly, and then you'll be less, let's say, inclined to fail as much. Prepare, practice, perform. That's the nice way of saying, get good, scrub. Ta-ta, everyone.